Hoff, the Communications Director for the City of Bee Cave, and this is The Buzz, your monthly show on what's happening in beautiful Bee Cave. Well, let's talk trash. Many of you have probably already heard, and you may have gotten a postcard in the mail already laying out the new trash policy for Bee Cave. We have signed a contract with Texas Disposal Systems, which most of you already use, for a citywide trash service at a great price with a lot more services. This also allows the city to work with them more smoothly after a disaster or an emergency to get things cleaned up as quickly as possible. Now, most of you who already have TDS, you don't have to do anything. If there's a price adjustment, it will be made on your next bill. However, if you don't have TDS, you're going to need to call them and set up an account with them starting May 1st. So don't call before that, call starting May 1st when the contract goes into effect, and you need to do that before July 1st. So we suggest you get that done as quickly as possible once May begins, and you will then cancel your other provider so you don't have a disruption in service. Now, speaking of changes in Bee Cave, we are thrilled to be moving forward with a workforce housing development. A request for proposals has been put out, and already developers from within Bee Cave, the state, and even the country have started submitting ideas of what they can build here right next to Hill Country Indoor to make sure that the people who work in Bee Cave can also live in Bee Cave. The deadline for submitting a proposal is April 29th. You can find out more information on our website at beecavetexas.gov. Now, speaking of development, we know we've been talking a lot on The Buzz over the last several months about the new public safety building, which will be shared by the Bee Cave Police Department and our local LTFR group that's based right here next to the police department by our sculpture garden. But now we have some images to show you. This is what the new public safety building should look like. As you can see, it is modern, it is beautiful, and it should give ample space to both of these public safety agencies to work in, and also provide some community rooms for our residents and different civic organizations that want to meet here. Now, speaking of images of new buildings, we know many of you are waiting with bated breath to see what our new Bee Cave Public Library will look like, and we are thrilled to now be able to share some images with you. These are renderings of what we expect the library to look like after months and months of meetings with the project managers and the design team. As you can see, it's going to be a beautiful space overlooking the Bee Cave Central Park and access directly to the park for families and for all residents who want to come enjoy our very special library. Now, speaking of our library, we just completed our third annual Books and Bees Festival, and it was a wonderful success. We counted 3,200 people who came out here to the Hill Country Galleria in Bee Cave City Hall to enjoy the panels of authors that we had, Elephant and Piggy, who made a special visit, our honey tasting contest, our bee education tent, our nature tent, as well as our Starry Skies tent, of course, to honor the total eclipse that was also happening that week. This was a really wonderful event, and it's already making waves across the region and even the state. Now, speaking of events, there's one coming up in May that you're not going to want to miss. On May 4th from 11 to 2, we are having a special Mother's Day pop-up event right here at the Hill Country Galleria. We'll have a floral photo booth to take a wonderful picture that you can actually physically take home, as well as special flowers to give to our moms. So come with your family, your friends, come by yourself and enjoy this wonderful gift that we want to give to you. We're partnering up with the Hill Country Galleria and the International School of Texas to make this a free event for you. Also happening at that time will be an artisan market on the lawn, so you can also pick up a gift while you're here. Now, speaking of events, Mother Nature really outdid herself this time. The solar eclipse brought out thousands of people to our area despite the clouds, and put on quite the show for so many of us who got to enjoy when those clouds broke, seeing the totality of the solar eclipse. And one image in particular has captured the hearts of thousands of people. This was sent to us by Jerry Moreno, who lives in Dripping Springs, but came out here to Bee Cave to shoot the eclipse. He works in this area and spends a lot of his time here. And he was right here in the parking lot of Lowe's at the shops of the Galleria, and he captured this series of images to show the eclipse in its various forms. It has been liked more than 2,200 times on our Facebook page and shared hundreds of times. So we thank him so much for sharing this beautiful image with us. We hope you also got to enjoy this event. Follow all the buzz happening in Bee Cave on our social media pages and our website at beecavetexas.gov. We'll see you next time.